no mai, puki mai, and welcome to the Dirt Church Radio AidStation. I'm Matt Raymond.
I'm Ali Pottinger.
And I'm Andrew McDowell.
And if you're new here, it goes a little something like this. DCR AidStation is our bi-weekly, smaller, more bijou podcast, generally featuring the three of us, where we run down a list of topics that interest and amuse us. We go off script more than we usually do, and if we do have an interview, it might be just a little tiny one, but the main pod, the OG, comes out every other week. AidStation comes out on Wednesday for paid subscribers and Saturday for the general public. And on that, support Dirt Church Radio on Substack. We've been doing this for 8 years. We've been sharing the voices and the stories of trail running, and we do need your help to keep going strong. Your support helps us, an independent podcast, to reach new places, share more interesting stories with interesting runners, and continue documenting the sport we all love. Join the community, help fuel the next chapter of Dirt Church Radio. We'd really appreciate it. How's everyone doing, buddies? It's nice to see you. I said it before off mic, and now I'll say it again. It's really nice to see you.
I'm just laughing at the sound of Sebastian. And Ellie's like, oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness. It's a good thing that our faces aren't showing right now.
Just waiting for the explosion through the door.
Morris dancing lessons going well then. How's everyone's weekend been? Ali?
Cool, yeah. I went, there was a group, I don't actually know the numbers, maybe 12 of us that went and did the Timber Trail. And
oh, wow.
It was fun. Yeah, it was really cool just hanging out with people that love being in the outdoors. Totally wild chats, as there always is when you're hanging out with trail runners and mountain bikers. And yeah, great location, good spot to be. So yeah,
I've got questions.
Go for it.
So what did you do? Were you on a bike or were you on foot?
I was on my bike and I was super lazy, and I thought, you know what, like I'm just going to go on my e-bike because I've only been e-biking with my little friend on front. So I did that because the purpose of the weekend was to hang out with my mates. And
look at the I've got to go. Sorry.
So I've joined the boomer generation, but actually it was a good weekend. I feel like I need to do some exercise now though.
And did you do the whole thing in one day?
Nah, stayed at the lodge in the middle, and the lodge is epic.
Right.
Yeah.
So okay, sorry, more questions.
Yeah, go for it.
So it's 85k, is that correct?
Yes, yeah, that's right.
And there's a lodge about halfway.
Yeah.
And if you were hypothetically to run the whole thing, can you get water at the lodge? Like, can you just run in and grab some water, like fill up your bottles and that sort of thing, and then keep going?
Probably. Like, they also have a bar, so you could, and they have pizzas, so you could.
Maybe a buttery Shiraz.
Yeah, you could get a Shiraz for the journey home.
Okay, cool. Because I've always had this idea of running it, like doing the out and back, right? So doing like 170k as like a big mish. But what has always been like, do you drive to the other end and drop off, like hide in the bushes or something, like a big, few litres of water, or that's the only logistics thing, because it's I was thinking about these out and backs is you've got to be organised. Yeah,
well, there's also campsites there as well, so you've got different and some road access, so there are some options there. Yeah,
that's awesome though.
It's super cool. Like, it's such a good adventure if you've got a group of mates. Have a bougie old stay in the lodge, or there's Camp Epic, which is a camp site that has like a barbecue area and stuff. Yeah, fun. And Puriora Forest, beautiful, very, very alpine. Like, you get that real chilly mountain wind. Like, it was cold. Yeah.
Here's my Nobel Peace Prize nomination for myself. I've planted like 3,000 trees in Puriora Forest. Would you believe?
Yeah.
As a kid, my dad. There were these two nesting sites for kokako, and there was this big just open area that had been cleared and was used like as farmland or whatever, and so they couldn't get across safely. So our goal was to plant trees to create a native forest so that they could connect up. And I haven't been there since I was a kid, and I'm sure it's all grown up now, and it must be like hopefully teeming with kokako. So there we go.
That is amazing.
Captain Planet here. Yep.
Yeah. I'm proud
I'll give you
of you,
a Dirt Church
Andrew.
Radio Peace Award.
I've got to go
future.
I've got to go check it out. Actually, it's long overdue.
And you your girdle's playing up, Andrew, still.
Oh yeah, what's it called? It's I only know the acronym
SI joint.
Yeah, the SI
Sacroilial joint.
Yeah, it's quite a
Sacroilial.
It's quite a pain in the butt. Well, above the butt, really, but it's it screws up the rest of the sort of hip as well. I think because that's a bit off. So you're running right or whatever, and so suddenly everything else on that side gets a bit munted as well. But at some point I'll find the time to address it properly. But I can still run like seven odd Ks, do my juvenile thing, 6-7 Ks, and that's okay. So look, that's better than nothing. I will take it.
100%.
Yeah, and it seems to be helping. It's not, funnily enough, like I didn't run for a few days and it just stayed painful and sore just to walk. So I was like, wow, let's just, because I can't handle it. Like 3 days, I'm losing my mind, right, without running. So I was like, I'll just do a little, make sure it's 4K and just do a little loop.
Yes.
And it was
#, more than 4.
Yeah. When I started running, I was like, oh, this is actually okay. So, so running seemed to be less painful than walking. So I'm going to do more of that. I'll see how it goes.
Okay. Hopefully it comes right soon for you. Annoying.
Thank you. I hope so too. It's friggin' annoying. Matt, did you crush it?
Did you crush it?
I had another great week of running, and it was on call Saturday, so I didn't get out for my long run. So I did a shorter run and then did my long run on Sunday, and it was really cool. You know how some runs you're just dreading doing? I was just moping about going for this run. I was just like, I just don't. Oh, this is gonna. But then you think, okay, this is a good opportunity to run inconvenient, to run all that stuff. And second I got out there,
callous the mind.
Yeah, absolutely, all that stuff. Loved it. Wasn't sure at all. Amazing. Legs still feeling a little bit smoked after going out. All that comparatively vertical gain in the Waitakiris comparatively. But yeah, it was great. Feeling great. So excited, remain excited. And I did close the loop on something that's been exercising me greatly since Ultra Trail Australia, when I was at Wallamy House relaxing with David Stewart, the Golden Tonsils, and first came across that Satisfy Circle Pit debacle, and which sent me into rather a spin, but also strangely really reignited my love for hardcore punk, and got the opportunity to go see a band from Sydney called Speed on Friday night, and got the opportunity to take Lola to her first hardcore show, and it was brilliant. It was just absolutely brilliant. Really diverse, welcoming, encouraging, non-gatekeepery, inclusive, like pretty much the opposite of whatever the hell that shit show was. And this band...
I like Durek's version at Western States.
Yeah,
that was
amazing.
That was fun. Yep.
Amazing. And this band just like Speed just blew it out of the park. And so that was absolutely amazing. And Casper Neal, who's fair good runner himself, and we're one of that super niche little Venn diagram of people who like hardcore punk, people who like running, people who know each other, people who've shared a packet of Pringles at Blue Lake. That's an even smaller Venn diagram with Casper and I in the middle of it. And he went and he was messaging me going like, this is the most amazing thing. So yeah, if you ever get the chance, go see Speed. You should.
Okay. Yep.
Well, and this is the thing. So the lead singer, the thing about the lead singer, he's an Australian-born Malay-Chinese guy. His brother plays bass, and they've got a Laotian guy on guitar and two white dudes. He's a classically trained flautist and a music teacher. So his background is in classical music, and they incorporate it into the set.
Mm-hmm.
That's very, what was that thick as a brick guy?
Jethro Tull.
Jethro Tull.
Different.
Yeah.
A bit different.
Yeah, but still it was unusual to sort of throw the flute
100%.
into that sort of thing.
100%.
But hey, as Sage Canaday would nerdily say, any distance, any surface, any instrument, any music style, right? Yeah. See? It's all the same. It's all just noise. It's all notes.
It's all just noise.
It is all just noise. Can I just say, I got the giggles when you were talking then, because when you said Durek at Western States, I thought you said Durex at Western States.
Of course you did.
Ellie, we've been over this.
What did Durex do?
They had an activation.
That's what I was wondering.
Ellie, we're trying to clean your act up. We're trying to work on your image.
I'm sorry.
And you're not helping yourself.
I thought you were going to go off on hardcore. But yeah. Hey, the other thing that was hardcore was the absolute popularity of our last podcast with Audrey Lafreniere.
What a segue, Matt.
Yeah, good job. Well done. Love it.
If you haven't checked it out, check it out. We love doing it, and it's popped off. So absolutely fantastic. What's on the docket this week, buddies?
Yeah. Sorry, I was just going to say Audrey's Jeff Pellitier's Sonoma 50K, 100K recent release. Excellent watch. Talk about working through some adverse conditions. It was really, really good. So highly recommend that.
Well, I thought let's chat about Northland because I had a really cute chat today with Jackie Hagland because she's doing Northland 57K, and she was saying, "Oh, can Matt? He's done it. Can he give us some tips?" But but before that, the thing that I found really touching was that she said that you're her number one training buddy, Matt, because she's run so many Ks listening to you that you have probably accompanied her on the most runs.
Wow.
That's cool. That's cool, eh? I hadn't really thought about it, but then I was like, that's probably true.
Poor woman.
You got to get a bird back rack on your voice now, mate.
Absolutely.
Make it
Northland is sick. It's, Helen and Chris, I mean, they've Midas touch, just knocking it out the park. It's in this forest that's called Glenbervie Forest in Whangarei. And I wouldn't take any of my training approaches to my experience last time, which is just be really unfit, don't do any training, drink a million beers and then go run it, because hey, why not? But it essentially, if you're familiar, it's like Riverhead Forest on steroids. So it has got lots and lots of climbing. I think over the 57, there's over 1,200 meters of vertical gain. You've got some big buff climbs that seem to go on forever. You've got a little bit of single track. It's mainly gravel road. It's super fun. And there's 2 loops. So you go up for a 40K loop and then you hit a 15. You sort of go back the way you came. Yeah, it's cool as. It's fun. Don't crack your eggs on the first bit because you will suffer on the second. Expect some longer climbs than you think that you might think that you're going to get out there. And I would suggest it's kind of close to, if anyone's ever been in the Akatarawa ranges on some of the kind of back roads there, it's that kind of quite steep, quite punchy. Yeah, make sure.
Where is that? Yeah. That's ringing bells, but I can't think where.
Akatarawa is. Yeah. Do you know where Whitby and Judgeford are? It's sort of the other side of Transmission Gully.
I thought it was round there. Yeah,
towards Porirua.
I was born in Whitby.
Yeah. So.
And then how would it compare to Tarawera 50K?
Steeper. Less single track. Much less single track. And a lot of gravel road running, but it's cool. It's cool as hell, and it's a working pine forest. So there's you're running through a stands of pine, you're running through some really nice bits of bush, you're running through some felled areas. They do a really good job on the aid stations. They do a really good job. I mean, it's sold out in its second year.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And
like all distances, Is that right?
All distances sold out, and there's wait list, and that 100-mile like that. Yeah. It's no joke. And enjoy the last, I would suggest, enjoy the last bit of it, because the last bit is really cool as you're coming. You got this really nice bunch of rollers and, really, really fun. So, yeah, have fun. And it's a cool vibe. They do a really good job.
Oh, well, all the best to Jackie. It's going to be a heck of a weekend, it sounds like.
Yeah.
You're recording a reggae band.
I'm not recording a reggae band.
You're playing?
I'm recording with a reggae band.
With a reggae band. I'm playing trumpet. Yeah, dusting off the old trumpet to go. Yeah, so I was going to go up and volunteer and help out, but yeah, I got asked to do this.
What's the name of the reggae band?
It is called, am I allowed to say that they're recording? Probably. I can't imagine that's a secret. It's called Sun and Water. It's sort of an offshoot from Catch a Fire days. So it's the sax player and keyboard player from Catch a Fire. It's him and his sons. And they're doing all right, actually. Getting a heck of a following. Got some cool tunes. So because of me and Jamie going back a long way, he said, can you come and play some horns? And I was like, yeah, I still remember how to play. So, it'll be fun.
Where?
Revolver Studios down in Waiuku.
Oh, how?
Yeah, it'd be sweet. Yep. That's where we recorded the 5th album for Catch a Fire. So I know the place. It's real mean. Oh. And I remember that session all those years ago. I forgot that I was supposed to be at my studio recording a Subway commercial. And I got a phone call halfway through. I had to do a Hail Mary to another engineer to quickly race over to my studio, and I had to talk about how to do it, while at the same time the guys in the session that I was supposed to be playing and was screaming at me. It was a very stressful day. Yep.
Sounds like it.
Yep, these things happen.
They do.
Yeah, reggae royalty. That's cool as hell.
That's cool. It's going to be great. Yep.
That is
really and something a bit different too from the regular life. So bring it on. But running in a forest would be cool too.
Nice. Sun and water.
Yeah.
Awesome. Vert Challenge. I'm astounded.
Me too. And hopefully right now we're going to cut to Bradley telling us all about it, which will be day 21. And you'll hear this on either day 22 or for you freeloaders, day 23, 24, 25.
Okay.
Yeah. So it may be out of date by the time you hear it, but it'll be interesting to hear how everybody's getting on.
All right. Virtual July. Yeah, it's turned into a little bit of a beast. You guys were a little bit vert curious last week, I heard, which was good to hear. But yeah, it's really, really blown up and kind of taken over the last few weeks of my life and a few others as well. I kind of originally thought it might be 70 or 80 people that might be keen and up for something a little stupid. And we ended up with 270 people on the start list, which was pretty mental. Kind of blew all expectations out of the water. I think kind of two things. I mean, it's free to enter. You can leave a koha, but I mean, anything free, people are into. And it was easy to join. You just had to request to join the Strava Club, which made it nice and easy. No big sign-up forms, that type of thing. So, yeah, we had 270 people start, and kind of half of those made it through to the day 7 milestone, and then at 14 there was still kind of half of that again, and we're just getting into day 22, and we just dropped down to 22 people, which is pretty amazing. I kind of thought we'd be done by now, to be perfectly honest. I thought maybe you might have 2 or 3 people still going into this week, but I've got 22 people, which just keeps blowing my mind. But had a few people remind me that, there are, crazy people everywhere, so it's not surprising that there's people all around the country wanting to take part, and that's the cool thing as well. We've got people all around the country. There's 5 in Wellington, 1 in the Wairarapa. We've got 3 up in Whangarei still, 1 in the Mecca in Pukekohe. We've got Nelson, which they're about to be eliminated by the looks of it, a couple in Christchurch, and then Dunedin and Queenstown. So a really good spread around the country. I'm sure I'm missing someone there. But yeah, so that's been an awesome thing. It hasn't been Wellington centric. Being based in Wellington, you never know kind of how far all the kind of stuff we do gets around the country. So just really stoked to see the support. In terms of the studs that are left, honestly, they're all studs. Everyone who's left is what they've achieved is absolutely mind-blowing. I mean, I did 12 days and that broke me. And these people were like almost double what I kind of jumped out on, which just blows my mind. And like, they're getting some serious time in the day now. Must be kind of 3 to 4 hours every day, and people just going about it. That's pretty amazing stuff. And everyone's doing it differently. Some people are out there kind of 4 a.m, hitting a hill repeatedly, or doing it over 3 or 4 times a day kind of thing. So everyone's going about it a different way. One person that was a bit of a dark horse, but I think they really have the ability to take this thing out. I've had sent by 3 or 4 people now. Emma Rogers from Christchurch. I got sent a screenshot from Tony Sharp showing she did 77,000 metres in a Wild Things challenge on the Vert Pipeline of Pain challenge back in 2022. So that kind of shows her ability. So she's definitely one to watch as we head to the pointy end. There's been a lot of chat about day 31, what happens when there's multiple people left. And I was a little bit vague about, how you win the challenge because I hadn't put that much thought into it. I really didn't think we were going to get there, let alone have like more than one person. But I've had to put the ruling out yesterday that it's whoever accumulates the 3,100 metres the fastest overall in the day. So not who does it first, but the total accumulated time. There's a few rules in there like don't be a dick. You need to record your whole run. If you just go and record a whole lot of uphills, we'll just leave the mob to get you on that one because, it's got to be in the spirit of the competition. You can't kind of do things like that. You got to, go for your proper run, stop it when you finish your run. But the only caveat to that would be when you're finishing, when you tick over that 3,100, that's it. Stop your watch then or your phone, however you're recording. And total accumulated time, the lowest on the day wins. But we have put up a runners-up kind of prize pool, $350 cash, which will be split between the runners-up evenly. So if there's one, they get a lot. If there's two or three, it gets split 175 and so forth. It's turning into a little bit of a ramble, but pretty crazy. The other thing is we're only halfway. If you complete today, you just bypassed the halfway mark of the total amount of vert for the month. So the next 9 days will be more than the previous 22, or just under. It was like the 9 days are more than 21. But you get the point. Like it's really going to ramp up from here in terms of time and vert. So watch this space. It's getting really exciting. If you haven't logged on to trailrunningnz.com, click on the leaderboard. It's on the homepage. It's got an interactive leaderboard there. Majority of the runners still left have a profile you can click on and you can see a few questions they've filled out about themselves, and it's got their running stats for the month about total vert, speed of climb and that type of thing. That's the other thing. As a collective, we've now run over 1.4 million metres of vert from the whole group, which is, pretty awesome as well. But check out the website. You can put push notifications as well so you can get notified every time someone's safe. So, don't have too much more to add, kind of running on fumes today. But thank you for your interest and keep an eye on Ryan Hattle from Pukekohe to see if he can do the trail running mecca of New Zealand proud.
Andrew here, just to add to that. Amazing stuff, everybody. And a big shout out to Dean Stewart, who did, 350 repeats of a 3-metre hill while he was in Fiji. And to all of you that did Woo 2K as part of your vert challenge, and then some of you had to keep going afterwards. Amazing work. Can't wait to see how it all plays out. Thanks, Brad, for your check-in.
So day 21, does that mean they're doing 2,100 metres of elevation?
Tomorrow, yes.
Yeah.
And then day
did you
22,
get that, Matt?
they do 2,100 and 100 metres of elevation. Yeah.
Actually,
Mathematics.
Today I had a laugh because Sebastian was counting in the car and he was like 25, 26, 27, 20 snake.
Hard to argue with that.
Hard to argue with that.
It's amazing to see what people are doing. So, then you're nearly there by the time this comes out. Getting close.
Sure, okay.
5,100 metres of... No, hang on. 2,000...
Once again, you're crushing it.
Wait. Shit. 3,100 metres of vert over 2 days.
Nailed it. Yes, the total vert apparently is about 49,500. So just under
49,500.
I imagine most people will be over 50,000 because you're not running exactly the amount. Unless they've got this giant hill and they're literally just turning around as soon as they get to their vert. But I don't think anyone's doing that. Amazing. 50,000 vert. You know what is kind of weird about that, though, is that's Killian's average, eh? He does 600,000 a year. So he's doing that every month. And I imagine some of the other pros are also doing that as their average. He does live near to pretty big mountains, to be fair, but
does,
still 50,000 as your just average month is mind-blowing. Yeah.
And I realise I got that wrong even now. I've just been panicking in my head as you've been talking. So
which bit?
25 plus 26
yes.
is 51.
So right.
It's 5,100, not 3,100, not 4, or whatever I said.
Oh my gosh.
So it's 5,100 metres of it over those 2 days. It's a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. That's what you were talking about. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I was astounded. I watched the Jeff Peltier, not to make this a Jeff Peltier and Audrey Lafreniere
glazing session. Yep.
Podcast, but self-sourcing glazing session, but their new time on feet at Western States. My God, that looked full on. But did you run the last climb into Devil's Thumb?
I actually did. Yeah, I ran all the way to the top.
Wow.
And I ran all the way to the top into Auburn. Right to the because it's like you can empty the tank. You just go for it. It was, I don't know. You know how in these long races you have moments where you feel really good, and you can imagine the adrenaline as you start to get close and you start to sort of smell the barn, and you're like, and especially Western States because it's that track, you're like, I am 6 Ks from the track, I'm 5 Ks from the track, like that moment, and you are so hanging out for that moment that actually everything starts to get a lot easier. Those tummy problems that you were having, gone. Your legs feel like you just started. It's freaky, And I remember that last little run into Auburn where you actually hit road and it's really steep. Until you're into the town itself, I was like absolutely fanging it. I was going for it, because you're just like, I'm there, I'm going to make it. There's no more question marks. We're doing this, And that's actually the first time, probably 2 Ks out from the finish was the first time I actually accepted that I was going to finish. Relaxed and went, this is actually happening, and far out. That's such a good feeling, man. So, yeah, I can totally see how, depending on how your day's gone, how that last 5K can be a nightmare or it can be amazing.
We're just watching the pros run up that hill into a Devil's Thumb AidStation. It's just...
Oh, they would have been a lot faster than me. I felt faster. Madness. I probably wasn't.
Yeah. Everyone go check it out. It is absolutely incredible to see how fast those people were running up that hill.
Well, what's their average? It's like 512 Ks across 100 miles of mountains. Like, what is going on? How do they do that? I don't know how they do it. I remember thinking it during the race, like, what? How are they going this fast? Anyway, that will continue to boggle my mind. And also while we're talking about things to watch, the Aravaipa film, The Cutoff, about the Cocodona 250, people chasing the cutoff and just focusing on the back of the pack runners. It's really interesting. It's so well done. So highly recommend that. There you go. We've given you lots of homework.
It's a good watch, for real. We'll chuck it in the show notes. Ellie Pottinger, if you could have your dream gel flavour, what would it be?
Oh, God. I don't know. This is like got me. Actually, I quite like a mango. Like I like a mango flavour. That's quite good. So probably mango. I don't know. What about you guys?
Surely that exists. Surely mango gel.
Well, I don't want to bring it up, but there was a mango one for old. What's the name of the gel company that we don't mention anymore?
Spring.
Oh, Spring.
Yeah.
Spring Energy. Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I did quite like that.
Still going strong.
Spring really? Energy. It still exists?
They had they were having like Spring Energy smoothies at Cocodona.
Really?
Yeah.
Actually, Pure does mango too.
We're not this isn't a sponsored thing. I am enjoying the refreshing flavour. Citrus, it's light. It doesn't hurt my mouth or my tummy. And like Pure Gel. Just
do you need a jingle to go after that or something?
Yeah. And gel. Reasonably cheap as well. So they're not, you're not buying a $400 one with bicarbonate in it that makes you want to shit yourself immediately. So I feel like
that trend has already kind of gone away. I feel like people tried it a bit and were like, ooh. I don't like to dwell on the negative, and I won't name the brand because we get in trouble, but I tried a new one recently that's recently turned up in New Zealand. and it was like drinking acid. It was so bitey, it was so acidic, it was so bitey. And it was just like, it's absolutely awful. I don't know how they've made it this far. Let me put it that way. But I certainly will not be buying any of those black packets again. That's all I'll say.
They've probably made it this far because I understand this, and I've heard this from pros. Pros will sign a contract and say, I eat XYZ when I am doing ABC, and it is the best thing ever, and you dorks should all do it. And perhaps they don't, as religiously in races, they don't
practice what they preach.
No, that's what they preach.
Surely with this one, I don't understand it. But then, hey, everyone's different. I can't tell the difference in taste between most things. Most gels and powders all taste the same, except for the ones that are like drinking acid.
I am getting fed up with the amount of waste. I hate seeing it as becoming a bugbear. I'll tell you who it used to piss off, Eugene Bingham. In the forest, he is, regardless how fast we're running, regardless of what we're doing, he's stopping to pick up a gel pack. It drives me mad, and it's gross. I don't like the feeling of ripping the thing off and putting the gel packet in my mouth. And there is, again, there's this company in the States, I think that you can get it here, it's called Open Fuel, and they sell you a packet of gel mix, and you mix it yourself and chuck it in a flask. And I like that idea. I think that's, so perhaps focus on sustainability.
Or you can get the bigger packs, like say Precision Fuel, which I would love to be sponsored by. Please sponsor me, Precision Fuel, even though I have a useless back. You can get the 90s, but you can also get like 300s.
Yeah.
And if you can be bothered, you could get your own little packets and, put the 300 into smaller ones. But I think once you've opened it, you kind of got to finish it. So you want to save that for a big long race. But
I was rocking some pure 100s the other day. That was great. Same thing. Bigger packet, resealable, fantastic.
Yeah.
Again,
also a little bitey, those ones. That's not the ones I was talking about earlier, but I found them a little bitey. Maybe I'm getting sensitive in my old age.
Sensitive in your old age,
yes.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Ali, do you have any mid-year goals? It's mid-year.
Oh, golly.
It is. Yeah, I know. Thanks, 2026. You've been awesome.
Moly. At least Spain beat Argentina. Far out. So thankful for that. God.
Mid-year goals, not really, to be honest. It's just to kind of continue just building out my volume in long run. I'm just ticking along. Hopefully, be nice to get to a point where I can do a race. Are we talking just purely about running?
Yeah.
More adventures with mates. That's what I'd like to do. But because that was the Timber Trail was cool. I'd like to get back to doing my running adventures rather than
e-bike. Sorry, what?
Nah, it was a choice. It was good fun.
It was a choice.
But I would like to. I would like to get back to doing my running adventures with mates because it's fun. It's cool to go and explore different places. So, that's kind of my goals. What about you guys?
Andrew?
Oh, no, I'd just like to be able to run without any pain. That's all. Let's start with that. Yep. And some trees, maybe be nice.
Yeah, that Lake Sonoma video, that was cool as hell, that kind of carpet and
buttery single trail, man.
Yeah, running through trail. It's so good. I'm enjoying having fun. And I've written about this recently and talked about it a bunch, but so much of my life has not been, it's not been bad and I've enjoyed it, but it's not been fun. There's a sense of duty or a sense of I have to do this. But yeah, just actually really enjoying myself at the moment, which is nice. And so I just want to keep doing more fun things and with fun people, and I want to go to more punk rock shows as well. That's a goal. That is a goal. It's a big goal. I'm 50 next year.
Whoa.
And on Friday, I know, I'm the old boy of Dirt Church Radio, and
by 6 months or something. It's not much.
do you tip over next year as well?
Following.
Oh.
So it's,
I've got what have I got? 19 months or something depressing. Yeah.
Oh, I got 9.
Okay.
So, anywho, but I want to scream into it, I felt
you and Gareth can hang out with your new age group, wins or whatever you get when you.
Yeah, no, like in the same age category as Bronco Billy and Ludo Pomeroy.
Ludo,
yeah. Killing it.
Yeah.
We're going to kill it. We're really gonna
So you're saying there's a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, by the time I get to Hard Rock, it might be a 60-plus category, so you never know.
Well, all you have to do is fly there, do 2 days of trail work.
Yeah.
Fly back. You could leave on Friday. Wait,
honestly,
it takes a while to get to Colorado. No, that annoyed me when I heard that. That's like,
Yeah, someone had 4,000 tickets last year because they'd done a few years of trail work and stuff. It's like, I mean, that's cool, but far out. Talk about an advantage of living locally. But, I mean, have you heard, this is not on our little ticket today, now, have we talked about this, what is the race in Europe that's charging for your distance travelled to the race? Have we talked about
UTMB?
Is UTMB doing that?
That race called UTMB?
Yeah, it's a little one. You might not have heard of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you did it, didn't you? You did a little grassroots one, UTMB. Yes.
It's a little startup.
A little startup.
Okay, so, and is that a thing now? Are they charging that now? Right.
Yeah.
So that's not great.
Sam Harvey was popping off about that a few
weeks
ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because obviously we're like the furthest, so we'll get charged the most, right?
Perfect. With the state of the dollar at the moment being so strong against the euro, it also puts us at a massive advantage.
Yeah, I think you're using sarcasm there. But I would be curious. This is getting a little granular, sorry, because I'm a stickler for these things. But like, I wonder, how like planes taking off and landing is like the biggest part of the carbon emission of a plane, or by far.
Okay.
So if you're like taking off from Paris and you fly to Chamonix, no, that's ridiculous. Let's say you fly from London, right, and you take a plane on a short distance. That takeoff and landing versus the even though you travel so much further, I'm clutching at straws, but I'm just wondering, like, is it really fair to say that you've traveled this far, therefore you are exactly this amount of extra dollars?
Bigger plane, more fuel expenditure.
How much is it? Do we know? Hundreds,
I feel like
hundreds.
Maybe I feel like one of the Australian ladies I know, it was like 400 Australian dollars.
Okay, so we'll be
it's like $1 million New Zealand dollars.
At least $1 million, yeah.
I think we're similar.
I mean, I'm pretending to care, but I don't, because I don't ever need to do that race again, because of all the races I've done, that is my one and done. It's too much, like too much crazy. But it was great to do. I'm so glad it's ticked off. But yeah, that one I don't ever need to do again or go to again. Sorry, UTMB. It was pretty.
Speaking of that, and leaving the peaks, we talked about the peak. We were going to talk about the peak state of trail running, but like, okay, so if UTMB's down that end of the scale, where you're like one and done, what's your ideal trail race?
Well, it's a bit boring, but I mean, I'd love to, like, Western States is like the coolest race I've ever done. Like, it's the coolest terrain I've ever run on.
It's not boring.
Well, it's a bit cliched, right? Oh, what's the coolest race? Western States. Like
Huntley Half. No, I mean,
I'd like to do that too. That'd be quite cool. Yeah, I mean, a single track in the mountains that just goes on and on and on, and you don't get attacked by bears or mountain lions, but you see them on maybe an adjacent hill. That would be, so you can say you saw them
behind a fence.
Yeah, like I can say that I saw a snake while I was training there, but the snake was 12 inches long and was a tiny little pencil thin thing. It was beautiful, but it counts, right? Honestly, it's like I've probably gone on about this before, but like, the whole Walt Disney Bambi sort of vibes, that's kind of what that area looks like. And so it's kind of got a fairy tale vibe about it. So yeah, that would be great. And we, honestly, Auckland, far out, man. I mean, all our trails are just gravel roads now. And to actually get proper single trail routey, look, every foot counts, where you go. And it's really hard to find. They just repacked the trails on Mount Eden, and it's honestly like it looks like tarmac. Like it's so packed with the flat gravel now that it literally looks and feels like a road that you're running through. And it's not. I don't love it.
What about you, Ali?
So, what are we answering? The coolest race?
No, what would your idea if I could say, hey, you can do a trail race tomorrow,
yeah,
and it's your ideal trail race. You get the pick of distance, terrain, vibe, weather, temperature, marketing, you can pick the size of the field.
Oh.
What would you be looking at?
Oh, golly, that's tough. Like, I mean, if it's pre-existing ones, then one's like Old Ghost or the Root Burn. They're like just, beautiful, diverse trail, something that's got different scenery along the way I really enjoy. So, but they're quite different distances too. This is aspirational for me to be back at that distance right now. So perhaps somewhere in that 50 to 80K range, maybe 50 to 100K range of diverse trails.
Have you run Old Ghost? Because I know you've been there. You have run it, yeah.
Yeah, I have.
Awesome.
Yeah, 2017.
Okay. 10 years next year.
Oh, gosh,
Just throwing it out there,
Yeah, just so. Yeah, so something like that. And I quite like the more grassroots vibe. For me, and I don't know, just hard pack, single track, beautiful scenery, and I don't know. I'd like to do Lavaredo at some point. I think that would be pretty cool, but maybe not in like 35-degree heat.
No.
Yeah. So can I pick the weather as well?
Yeah, apparently you can.
You can have everything you like.
So like nice crisp winter's day. Yeah.
Mean.
What about you?
Squamish 50-50.
Oh, that does look so cool. I have looked at that before.
So our mate Billy Fung is doing it soon. It's a race. You were squinting it. It's a Gary Robbins special. Ginger Runner did a documentary ages ago, like at least I think felt like 10 years ago, about it. And it's just amazing. And you do 50 miles one day and then 50K the next. And that's the 50-50. And it's all on like British Columbia, a lot of mountain bike trails, but a lot of it just looks beautiful. That kind of verdant, deciduous forest, and it looks amazing. And I really like the idea of, if not, I think that something that was really cool this year with Broken Arrows, they did the Triple Crown. Like that looks really. I love stuff like that. They used to do it in Tasmania as well. There's a trail fest in Tasmania, and you could do like a bunch of different runs. I like that idea, and I like the idea of getting up again and going. And it looks, looks that to me is just looks like heaven on earth.
Oh, we should do a road trip.
Does Tarawera do their races all on the same? Like, if you wanted to do the
so it's not like UTA where you can get people backing up. So at UTA you can get people doing the 11, the 22, and either the 50 or
100,
whatever,
or the 100,
and then support the kids in the kids race as well.
And then support the kids in the kids race, and wear your medal while you're doing it, so we know you did it. Tarawera,
you can do the 14K on the Sunday.
Yeah, so you run the 100 mile in under 24 hours and then you get up and do the 14K.
Yeah, nobody had done that, Andrew. I did ask the start line this year, so it's yet to be done.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like how UTA used to do Sydney, right? They'd run and do the Sydney half on the Sunday.
Yeah, that was
If you ran the 100K and then you drive down to Sitters and do the half.
I think Michael Wardian did that.
Of course he did.
Yeah, of course he did. That's a Wardian thing to do.
Probably ran to Sydney.
Yeah. Hey, do you know what he actually did?
Well, it's all downhill.
He jumped on the mic through the evening for a bit as well.
Did he?
And then, he did. Yeah. And then he went and ran that.
That's cool. Well, good luck, Billy. Man, that is super cool.
Yeah. Well, he's a sprightly little guy in the trails, isn't he? So, and he's Canadian, so he's at home.
Oh.
Yeah. One of my classmates at uni lives in Squamish, a composer. Yeah.
Wow.
Mexican fella living in Canada, living the dream. Yeah.
So we've got accommodation if we go.
Yeah.
Actually, we would have some local help. Yeah, which would be pretty cool.
Okay.
Let's do it.
And lastly, I'm into it. I'm like, subscribe. Come on, get your subscriptions.
Quite a few beers, though.
Yeah.
Nah,
beers
that's all right.
or beers?
Yes.
BEE.
Yes, and Canadian beer is way better than American beer. Fight me.
Not hard.
No, it's not hard. Yeah. Anyway.
I remember I drank 2 cans of Pabst Blue Ribbon, 2 tall boys, and felt like the next day I woke up, felt like I'd been poisoned. Like it's a perfectly acceptable, like that tier of beer, not tear, there were tears in the morning, but the tier, the level of beer that it is, perfectly acceptable. Gorgeous lawn beer, gorgeous holiday beer if you're just, hanging out. But man, woof, I don't know what was it. Yeah, whatever. Like, come at us, Americans. Your beer sucks.
Apart from San Diego. San Diego knows how to make beer.
Or your amazing craft beer that you have, which also
they've actually
great,
turned it up quite a lot. So,
Lastly, not leastly for the AidStation podcast, Andrew, you've had your fair share. You've done the big Euro AidStation, you've done the US AidStation, and you've done the New Zealand AidStation, so Australian AidStation. What's your preference? Or style, size?
I'm very sorry. My answer kind of sucks because I don't use AidStations really at all. So I just fill my water bottles and go. So
photosynthesis.
I guess being a vegan doesn't help. You don't really know what the hell you're eating. But also I just carry everything that I need with me, and it's generally just water and powder and gels. I live off that for 20 plus hours fine. So I don't eat generally anything at AidStations anywhere. So they might look fine, but I don't. Yeah, they're all the same to me. So it's wasted, that question, I'm afraid. Sorry.
What about you, Ali?
I think probably, I'm trying to think about my favourite AidStation I've had. Maybe Cozzy, because what I liked was that they had the little packets of chippies, so you could just grab a burger rings and go. And then you've got it's not lube-covered fingers and bowls of chippies. It's sanitary. So that was actually quite appealing. Like, they had pretty good AidStations.
I was going to say, I'll try Kosciuszko as well.
Were you?
Yeah, it was, and I remember going to the Bullock Flat AidStation and going like, this is rad. And they had just tons of taps, tons of access to water. So they had these massive big water tanks with like looked like a trailer hitch on it with like 15 taps. Yeah. So there's no buggering around. And there's tons of water. You just get the water super hot. And like Ali said, individually wrapped things, which again, you pay for with waste.
Yeah.
Damien Hall will be turning and, but yeah, again, you greasy digits in the jet planes. Get behind me, Satan. No one needs, I don't need your ghost of your fingers in my mouth. I just don't. Put that on a t-shirt. Dirt Church Radio. I don't need the ghost of your fingers in my mouth. Individually wrapped everything.
Maybe that's what it is. Like, from my very first race, I was grossed out by that. So it's just like, AidStations are dead to me. I don't need you. So I just make sure I'm self-sufficient.
I'm funny too, because for someone, I don't eat fruit. I don't like fruit. Like, I like fruit. Like, I'll eat an apple. I don't like bananas. We know this. This is canon.
Bananas.
Yeah, I have a pathological fear of them. I hate them.
I never knew that about you.
Yeah, no,
this changes everything.
Yeah, I know. Look, they're good. I understand
anymore.
they're quite a super. I understand they're very good for you. They're high in potassium, superfood. I've had plantain, quite like that. But like your average nana in the bin. Just I can't even have I couldn't have a perky nana.
What? Even the flavour?
Banana cake. Off with your head. Yeah, I just don't. I really. Apparently, from when I was a baby, if my parents would offer me banana, I'd be like, as a baby. Having toddlers, who all my kids have a affinity for nana, and when a kid eats a banana and they squeeze a lot of the banana and it gets all over their face, and then they reach up to kiss you on the mouth. With their grubby banana holes. It's just the worst. But I cope with that. Don't like bananas.
Wow.
And people who've listened to Dirt Church Radio for a long time would know that. And that's personal choice. I think if you like bananas, I'm here for you. I'm your biggest supporter. I'd carry a banana for you.
Would you? What about the smell of it?
That's fine. Rebecca Short... her indoors loves a banana, will often eat a couple of bananas on a long training run. But I like fruit in a race. I like watermelon. I like citrus. I like stuff like that. So as long as there's fruit, I'm happy. Yeah. Andrew's he's shaking his head. He hates the idea. Communal fruit.
Yeah, citrus just in a race. Just chucking that in your guts never really worked well for me.
It's just the palate cleanse for me. It's just I like it. I'm not eating a whole lemon, although I might try that. You know.
That's what the boys used to do at the Waitarua loop back in the 60s. Old Snell and Hellberg and stuff. They would suck on a lemon for their hydration, if you like, while doing the 36K loop that their training run on Sunday mornings. That was all they'd have. That was their hydration.
Why would they suck on a lemon?
I don't know. But
there must have been a tree somewhere.
There are these things.
There was trees there. There was a grove of lemon trees.
Oranges. And they're sort of like
I don't know
lemons.
if they were there. They're literally picking them from the tree as they're running. So
yeah, right.
That's what
it's beggars can't be choosers, I suppose. There weren't too many water stops, and they didn't know anything about, carrying a water bottle or anything soft like that. But then again, they're only taking 2 hours to run the 36Ks.
Exactly.
So, animals.
Who knows the name of the person who ran a mile in 3 minutes?
Josh Kerr, come on.
42 seconds, my God.
Yep.
Josh.
What a legend.
Chapeau.
Yeah.
Hats off to you. And he had a necklace on.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. A lot of very fast people like necklaces. He sort of got everyone paying attention when he ran that 1200 in training. And that was like a week beforehand. And he ran the fastest 1200 of all time training for the mile. And everyone went, wait a minute, what is going on here? And then, of course, he went and did it. And the guy that got second, once again, 2 people running under a world record.
Oh, golly.
And maybe that's the whole, you have to have someone to push you. It happens a lot.
We spoke to Sam Tanner at the Spectacle, which hopefully we're going to watch him do the road mile again. And we were talking about like, do you have a mantra or do you have anything like that? And he said it's the group dynamic, and it's actually, you don't have time because it's so fast.
It's a very technical race, yeah.
It's a very technical race, but if the group is going, then you're going to have a good race. If someone in the group doesn't have a good race, it's harder to have a good race. I thought that was really incredible. So yeah, you got to have people. You got to have people to bring you with you.
2:15 for the K, by the way. So he ran the first kilometre in 2:15.
Crikey!
I mean, the world record is 2:10, so he's only 5 seconds off the 1K world record.
Wow!
Amazing,
phenomenal speed.
Amazing.
Absolutely
well, hats
flying.
off to you.
I'd love to be trackside to witness someone just going that fast. I mean, I think I said a while ago I was lucky enough to be doing a track 24-hour when Zoe Hobbs was doing her training on the back straight, and I just happened to time it so that I was sort of halfway down the straight when she came going past, and it is something else, man. Like she hits the ground so hard and she's just going absurdly fast. You're just like, wow, I didn't know anyone could run that fast. It'd be amazing to go to the Olympics and just see it.
Well, watching again at the Spectacle, Ali and I sort of calling in the last of the trail runners. We're up on the stage, so where the Black Seeds played, obviously they weren't there, but we were up there with this vantage point and watching that road mile. It was phenomenal. And they were like, what did they do it in? 4 minutes, 2 seconds, I think. Same one.
Yeah, it was so amazing
it was just
to watch.
Spicy.
A bomb going off, all these human beings just like, and it's a group. It's not just, wasn't just him in second place. It was all of them. Like,
and it's loud, eh? It's surprisingly loud.
Yeah.
They're hitting, they're pushing off with such force that it makes quite a noise.
Well, there was a massive crowd at the Spectacle, so I don't think I heard any footsteps. Did you, Matt?
Yeah,
it was like
it was.
The city comes alive.
It was like a test.
Yeah.
It felt like a test match. Someone tried a test match. It was just like there was a roar of the crowd. So,
is it too early to ask if you're going back? Don't know.
No, we're going back.
Oh, you are going back?
Yeah, we're back.
We're going back. We're back. We're
wicked.
bad.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Locked in. We'll be
Nice.
there.
Yeah.
And I know our little mate Guy Williams also locked in.
Little mate.
He's got a better idea of it all now.
No, he'll have no idea.
He won't. He'll have forgotten from last year.
I got the plane back with him from UTA, and we caught up about it. And yeah, it is demonstrable that he has still less than no idea about it, but he's happy to be there. So Julian Matthews is his good friend. So there we have it.
I feel like trail running's back. We're back. We had
I
a
feel like
bit of a
trail
rough couple of months there with everything getting a bit poserish, but I feel like the roots are regrowing. It's good.
Good.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, team, let us know what you think. Get in contact. We love engaging. We love talking. We love it when you reach out. So slide into our DMs, get us at Substack, leave comments. Favorite AidStation experience. What's your favorite type of race? Let us know. We're really keen to hear from you. And with that, thank you so much for tuning into the AidStation podcast. Dirt Church Radio is me, Matt Raymond.
Me, Ali Pottinger.
Me, Andrew McDowell.
Hell yeah. And stay tuned for the regular DCR podcast over the upcoming weeks. We've got some super amazing guests in the bag and ready to share Matewa.